Good morning, it's Eleanor Hayes from Birthzang here. I just want to talk to you today a little bit about affirmations. We were covering this in pregnancy yoga last night, and I just wanted to come on this morning and share some thoughts I've had, and the fact that I've changed my mind a lot about affirmations recently. And affirmations are used a lot in birth and pregnancy preparation, and I've always found that they don't sit comfortably with me. I find them a bit woo. I am not really convinced by them. And that idea that if you just say, I'm going to have an amazing birth, like 50 times a day, then you're going to have an amazing birth. And I've always taught them in my workshop as a tool and saying, this is what some people enjoy and let's have a go at doing this. And I've recognized that a lot of people find it very difficult to get into the zone of affirmations. And I never really kind of understood that. And then when I studied NLP last year, I started to get an understanding about how the brain works and how the language that we use in our everyday life can shape the way that we think about things and can shape the way that we feel and that we act. And the penny started dropping for affirmations. And you see, the thing is with affirmations, if somebody says, oh, say to yourself, I don't know, my birth is amazing, then, and you say it, you can say it and say it and say it. But if you don't really feel it, if you don't really believe it, if it doesn't resonate with you, it's just something you're saying and you can say it a million times, it's not going to make a blind bit of difference. But if you are recognizing something within you that is afraid, negative, that is not helping you and not serving you, and you can change that and break that pattern of negativity and turn it into something positive, then we can start using affirmations in a really powerful way. The nub for me that really changed the way that I thought about affirmations and then made me understand the power of them was when my trainer, Mark Harris, said to me that the brain cannot process a negative concept. So if I say to you, don't think about pink elephants, you have to think about pink elephants in order to not think about them. And when we think about things in a negative way, if we think about our birth or whatever it is, our life, and we think, well, I don't want this and I don't want that. I don't want to feel anxious and I don't want to feel afraid and I don't want to feel like I've lost control and I don't want to feel pain and I don't want to feel anger. Well, our brain has to come up with examples in our lives of those concepts in order to be able to think about the fact that we don't want them. So your brain has to come up with ideas of what anxiety is and what fear is and what worry is in order to try not to think about it or to try to avoid it. So by stating we don't want something, we're actually bringing that thing into our brain. So that's never going to be helpful. So what we want to try to do is we want to try to recognize the thing that we don't want and identify what would happen if we removed that thing completely from our lives and we knew it wasn't going to happen. What would fill that space? What would be the thing that we want to have instead of the anxiety, instead of the worry, instead of the fear? So when you start to think of it in that way and we start to fill the hole with positivity and with positive and helpful ideas, then when we say to ourselves, I want to feel in control, I want to feel happy about my birth, I want to feel full of confidence about my birth or about my life, I want to feel really on top of things, I want to feel that I'm enjoying all of the sensations. Even if you don't believe that that thing is really going to happen, and even if it feels like a leap of faith to get there, by the very action of stating that thing, we're forcing our brain to come up with examples of times in which we have felt confident, times in which we felt happy, times in which we felt like that we're in control, times that we felt like we've been enjoying all the sensations. And so we're asking our brain to draw upon the positive experience it already has in order to bring sense to that concept. And this is where we can start to bring affirmations into a whole new level. And when you can look at your feelings around birth or around your life and identify the things that you don't want, if you can manage to create something to fill that gap and start to say it to yourself daily, and maybe it might just be writing it down, and actually saying it out loud is really helpful. And when you find something that really resonates and really touches a part of you, two things can happen. One is that it feels really easy to say that thing, and it feels really empowering, really exciting, and it makes you go, wow, I want to feel really confident. Wow, and it's kind of a revelation. And the other thing that can happen is it's almost impossible to say it, and it can feel really uncomfortable because it feels so alien to you and it feels such a leap of faith. So it might be that I feel like I want to feel confident. I feel confident. It's difficult to get the words out. And that's fine. That's totally normal. But we can work on that. And there's all kinds of things that we can do to help take that really uncomfortable positive idea and bring it into your body and bring it into your brain in a way that we can start to allow that concept to give us helpful ways to move forward. So if you've gone through this exercise and you tried it and you find that it's really uncomfortable and really difficult for you to say an affirmation because you just don't believe it in the core of your being, give me a call, let me know, and we can have a chat about the ways in which we can help you to be able to say those things with security and confidence and belief. You can actually change this, and it can really, really change your life. So if you want to learn how to use language and to use those positive thoughts and phrases to help you prepare to have a really positive birth experience, then I'm offering free mini coaching sessions to help you get on that path. So drop me a PM, send me an email, or write something in the comments, and we'll take this further. And I hope you have an amazing day. For me today, my affirmation is today is fucking awesome. So I'll leave you with that lovely concept and thinking of all the ways and the examples in your brain where things have been fucking awesome. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.